Right, big tabletops. Yes, bike parks have these things all over the place, and they are big, and everyone wants to hit the biggest tabletop. They want to clear it just to show off to their mates, I hit the biggest tabletop out there. So why are tabletops great? Well, the best thing about the tabletop is you can case that and be completely safe. If there was a gap jump and you cased it, it'll totally wreck your confidence. So the tabletop's a great place to build your confidence. You can concentrate on your pop off the lip. You can concentrate on how much speed you need to clear that thing, just like these guys. Look at that. You don't even have to jump it. He manualed it. This guy's coming in with a bit of speed. Not enough to clear it, but he's practicing his jumping skills. It's a super safe place to learn how to build your confidence on clearing big gaps. And the best thing about this thing is, if you can clear a 20-foot tabletop like that one behind me, you can clear a 20-foot gap jump out there on the trail. It's all about building your confidence. And it's all about being confident, hitting big jumps. If you're not confident, you're just gonna stiff up and it's not gonna be comfortable. Right, the great thing about this tabletop is that it has a really long landing. So if you're coming in a little bit too hot, a little bit too much speed, and you find yourself flying at the end of that knuckle and landing quite far down, you're gonna still be landing on a bit of landing. You're not gonna be landing flat, and that is gonna fill you with confidence. And that's the biggest secret about hitting big gaps, is being super confident, believing in your skills, knowing that you can actually jump it. You wanna be relaxed. You don't wanna stiffen up, because that's when it all goes wrong. But another point is, you don't wanna be too confident. You're like, you see a big gap, I can hit that. But inside you're like, oh man, that's too big. I've gotta be careful. That's the secret, confidence. Let's go hit a big gap now. Man, I've been thinking about this gap. It's pretty big. It's across a big chasm, across a river. It's huge. Man, I'm gonna get down there. I'm gonna show you the thought process on how to hit huge gap jumps like that one. It is pretty big. Right, this is this gap I spotted from the left, and first impressions is bosses only. I think I'm all right. But I'm still intimidated because it's a blind jump. It's quite big. So you don't know how much speed you want to come into it until you jumping off. But the best thing about this thing is it's quite a long landing, so you can go a little bit deep. But another thing is the lift. And other riders are going to be watching me do this, so that's another thing to take into consideration in my head. But looking at the line, actually, it all starts way up there. Right, yes, the line coming into this thing is key, because there's a big tabletop here and it turns into it. So you're gonna be going a little bit, you're gonna be going quite fast to clear that big gap anyway. So for me already, I'm already spotting my line. I'm gonna jump rider's right so I can aim myself straight enough into that. You don't wanna go too far left because you've got a little bit of a drainage problem going there, and that's gonna hinder your entrance into that jump. And also, if you're feeling a little bit intimidated, hitting that on your own, you can hit it with a friend, training a friend in. We've got Nico Vink here. I'm gonna train him in, because I don't know the speed. He's just jumped it. So I'm gonna follow him, get the correct speed, and I'll feel a lot more comfortable following someone instead of just launching to flat. Yeah?
I agree. I'll tow you into it.
Wow. It's, you know, you trust in your mates to train you in. You mess up on the speed. Like, I cased a little bit.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh no, like just a
okay.
buzz, but should we do it again?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, first time we did it, I thought we were gonna clear that table before, but we didn't.
I was a bit worried. I was like, why are you manualing this table?
Yeah, I was having fun and I forgot about it. I think it's better to come in with trail speed.
Yeah, that's pretty key actually. Coming in with trail speed a lot, but it's, you know, you can overjump this a little bit.
I would rather overjump than come up short.
Than come up short, that's for sure. Yeah. Because you don't want to land in the hole,
No, you don't want to. No. There's safety netting, but that's not gonna help a whole lot.
Even following a friend that's, you know, he's confident. But yeah, trail speed is key when you're coming into things like this. You don't want to go too slow.
Yeah.
And I would rather over jump this than under jump it.
What does trail speed mean?
Trail speed means you're clearing every obstacle with ease. So you're not casing it, you're not over jumping it. You got everything quite perfect. You got the flow. Trail speed is perfect.
Yeah, no brakes,
no brakes, you're chilling. You're not putting in some quick pedals because that's when your confidence is gonna get shot out the window because you don't know if you're going fast enough.
Yeah.
Should we do it again?
Yeah.
I'm buzzing the seat though.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're bottoming out, or is your seat just too low?
I think it's too low, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
It's quite flat, that.
Yeah, it's a flat landing.
Yeah. It's a downhill bike worthy.
Yeah.
Trail bike. Nice. That was better.
Yeah, way better.
Bit more trail speed.
Yeah. Smoother, for sure.
Mission complete.
Yeah.
Should we go hit some more gaps?
Yeah, let's find some bigger stuff even.
All right, Nico, we're at the top of Chatel. This is your line. It is huge, it is fast. There's some 2 big tables right behind us, right here. Man, tell us the do's and don'ts on how to ride these things.
Yeah, I will. First of all, like always, check it out. Like roll down the hill and scope. Like check out the steepness of the lip, how far you gotta travel in the air, because like riding or watching at things, it definitely changes your perspective.
I think a good tip is to see who's riding the trail, and then when they come back up to the top, rack their brains, ask them a few questions on how much speed you need to hit this jump, or do I need a scrub speed to hit this one because it's a little bit over jumpy because you're coming in too fast. All things like that are pretty good. Also, again, following a friend in. I hit this kind of blind, but I did ask you a few questions on what's coming up on the trail, step by step, so I kind of remembered that. And I just followed you in to check my speed.
That's what I do as well. Even like any big jump, usually when I get a bit, I'm not sure, I just follow in a friend or someone that's done it before that I trust. And yeah, that's one of the main.
Because it is super scary when it comes to big jumps like this. You don't want to mess up because you're going really fast, and the consequences are quite high.
Yeah, definitely.
And also, another thing, so if someone comes in and he cases the big one up the top there, the first tabletop, would you go for the next one? Would you try? Would you put in some cranks to get speed to hit this, or?
No, I would shut it down and like just roll it, go up again, take another lap, and build your way up to clearing the jumps like safely. Like especially when you hit a jump the first time, make sure you nail like your running and your jump before, everything's dialed.
Talk about being dialed. Suspension, on a full suspension bike, especially the downhill bike, you want to get that set up quite well. Talk us through how you set yours up for jumps.
Yeah, my suspension's a bit different from most people riding, because like with all the Fast Series stuff and all the big jumps, I'm used to running a way more rigid setup. Hard setup, slow rebound. And it's the same for this kind of riding. Like, so if you're riding a downhill trail and your suspension's ideal for that, that's probably not going to be for this with the high compressions and all that stuff.
And the rebound, you don't want to have too much rebound in that rear shock, because when you come into a lip, you're going to suck it up and then it's just going to ping you. Kind of send you a bit front heavy into that nosedive. So you want to slow down that rebound, slow down that compression slightly so you don't bog in the lip, and kind of get the bike nice and level in the air. And also, when you actually jump in a big jump, you don't really want to work a big lip, do you? No. Because it's going to kind of send you in that way as well.
Yeah, it depends. Like if you're high speed, you're like gentle on the takeoff. If you're got the margin to over clear. If you're not, if you're a bit slow, you can pull back in it. But that's it's depending on your skill and what kind of terrain you're riding and everything. And
it's all on a big long one like this, 15 meters. Kind of go up with the front wheel a little bit high as well. I wouldn't want to kind of level out quickly, because you know that could also send you nose heavy. So Don't be too worried about getting a bit front heavy. I mean, front high. Yeah. And then land a little bit back wheel, then front wheel.
Definitely fully agree. Like, if anything, front wheel up. If anything happens, tap the rear brake to get it down again. But if you're nose heavy, there's nothing you can do.
You cannot get out of it. You cannot get out of going over the handlebars. Yeah. Right.
So you don't want it. Yeah. You don't want that to happen.
So go front up.
Yeah.
Front up. Pretty safe. If you're worried about hitting a big jump, just do that.
Yeah.
There you go, a few tips on how to hit humongous jumps, just like these ones in this video. Hopefully this helped you out, conquer that fear, help you with the technique. It's all about being super confident. Don't be too overconfident because it can end in tears. Thank you so much to Nico for helping us out, get us through this little tutorial. But if you want to be at the stage where you want to hit some huge jumps, click this video right here because it can help you out, give you the right technique on how to start to jump and get up into the air. Don't forget to smash that globe to subscribe because you're definitely missing out on some epic content. Smash the like button if you love huge jumps. I'll see you in the next one.